We're James and Keli with 2 tickets around the world. In our last Silk Road video, we took a bus from Qinghai to Xining. And today, we are taking a 1-day tour to see all of the highlights of Xining. Like, comment, and subscribe!
Good morning. It is 5:45 in the morning. We're going to Chaka Salt Lake today. It's a 4-hour drive from Xining, and we have a private driver today. We weren't originally going to do this, but it seemed like the better option because we also get to go to Qinghai Lake. So we are most likely going to sleep in the car. So we're on the way to Chaka Lake. We don't really know what's going on, but I think he's giving everyone a little tour. It was these people's first time seeing yaks, so they were super excited. We stopped at this prayer hall to just kind of look around at the scenery. So the next stop, Qinghai Lake. It cost us 80 kwai total to walk through here, to walk up to the lake.
Qinghai Lake is the largest lake in China. It averages about 1,667 square miles wide and has an average depth of 69 feet. So we stopped at this place for lunch and we looked at the menu and it's extremely expensive. It's like 98 kwai for like a small plate of chicken. So we're gonna pass on eating and try to see if there's some snacks and stuff when we get to the lake. It's definitely been a long ride. We left at 6 o'clock and we've stopped several times. Hopefully we'll be there soon so we can see the lakes. We have made it to the lakes. We got lucky. One of the ladies on the car with us bought the ticket, so we only paid 100 kwai. We weren't sure what the regular prices are, but it did include the train, which is nice. So the first thing we have to do is we have to take the train. And here is Chaka Salt Lake.
Kelly's debating whether she wants to spend 40 kwai for some shoe covers. Kelly's got the boots. She's got the boots.
10 kwai for these. You have to deposit 30 each.
Okay.
So I have cards, so we get 60 kwai back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so let's go put these boots on and take some pictures.
Okay.
Chaka Salt Lake is a natural crystallized saline lake, and it is right outside of Xining. It has gorgeous views and reflections, and the best time to go is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We just want to get off so we can eat. So of course to get back, first foremost they said yesterday 4 people total be 800 kwai for the both of us. So we paid 800 kwai to the hostel like they said. And now they are telling us that we didn't pay and we had to pay an extra 400 kwai more. So now here we are. He wouldn't let us leave the car because we had to pay 400 kwai even though we've already paid. So now we get to go argue and get our money back.
So we just got back to our hostel and we had unfortunately a Chinese experience where when we were getting dropped off, our driver told us to pay him the money that it's owed, and he said we owed him 400 kwai. And we were confused because we had already paid our hostel 800 kwai for the full trip. And he said, no, it's 400, you pay me now. And we're like, no, we already paid. And he said, my boss isn't responding, so you have to pay me. I don't know that you actually paid. And he wouldn't let us leave the car until we paid. One of the other passengers who was Chinese was trying to translate for us, but it pretty much ended with we had to pay him the 400 kwai and we had to argue for our money back from our hostel. So we went up to our hostel and we started to tell them the situation, and finally started responding, and he sent us the 400 kwai that we paid, but we told him that we were told it was only going to be 4 people for the certain price that we were paying, but there were 6 people on it, and that everyone else only paid 200 kwai, so we paid double the amount that everyone else paid. And it ended up just us arguing with him, saying that that's a price that we agreed upon, it doesn't matter what happened or your experience that you had, you agreed upon the price. And pretty much in the end it
doesn't matter what we say. Either way, we're frustrated and angry. We haven't ate all day because they tried to take us to a place that had 100 kwai meals for a small plate of chicken. We didn't do that, so we're very hungry. I think we're very angry, upset. I found this place and it's called Snow Mountain Creamery, and apparently has American ice cream, and it closes in an hour and a half, so we need to go now.
Yeah.
So this is our rant. Very upset and very angry, but I'm gonna go try to cheer up with some ice cream. Bye.
Let's go.
Our day did not end well. We turned off the camera and went out for dinner. Thankfully, dinner was great, but we were still really hurt by what happened. It sadly left a bad impression on our time in Xining. However, maybe next time we go, if we go again, it'll be better.